There we go.
Okay.
So, CQR going to be running Thunderer, Kremlin, Des Moines, Petro, Summers, Daring, Z52. That is a very heavy destroyer composition. Lots of
Both
destroyers.
teams.
And we're going to be seeing Ohio, Yamato, Des Moines, Henry, Moskva, Petro, Summers, Smolensk. This is not the kind of compositions I was expecting to see at this point, but
Welcome to
World of Destroyers.
2017, King
Yeah.
of the Sea, before Petro and Des Moines was king.
Yeah, we only see one Petro per team, but we are probably going to be seeing a very heavily push from these three Des Moines, I'm expecting.
I'm going to assume CQR Z52, Shallow Dream, is going to charge
Straight
straight
into
into
B-cap,
B
yeah.
and use his Hydro.
And just stay there for the next rest of the game.
Yes.
So let's have a look. Where is the Z52? Plodding his way happily along. Make sure he's got a detonation flag.
Also, unusual ship picks that we have not seen much this tournament. Moskva and Henri from Surya and Orca.
Yeah. Henry almost certainly going to be playing kiting. So
Yes, but is he the anti-Petro ship?
well, IF Henry does have the penetration for it, doesn't it?
It does. Another somewhat unusual ship, Yamato.
I mean, you say Yamato's an unusual ship, but I've come from Axis where it's a staple because...
At this stage of the tournament, though, it's an unusual pick.
Well, yes, but currently you have to remember the expert marksman bug does exist, so we're seeing a lot more
Indeed.
viability from the Yamato than we've previously been seeing otherwise, because one of Yamato's biggest weaknesses is the 16-week turret traverse. It's like, I would like to shoot over there, please. Okay, we'll get back to you in 5 to 7 working days, and your shells will be loaded.
Yes, Shallow Dream going straight into B as we predicted. Why else would you bring a Z52 for this map?
Yeah, and they've decided, oh look, they've got a Z52. Let's just ignore it. Very
Yes.
interested to see a complete lack of Smarland from the
Both
Orca and Circa.
from CQR. No Orca have a Smarland.
Sorry, yeah.
Astaroth 59_Invader is currently helming at the Smarland.
Yeah. Then in that case, I would have probably personally sent the Smarland towards the B cap just to get a radar on him from outside of his hydro range, and you know.
Yes, that would be a reasonable assumption to make.
Z52's core strength is I have hydro, you can't see me, I can see you. The thing about the Smarland is, actually, yes, I can see you. And I can also kill you in that short period of time. There's not really much you can do about it, because the Z52's DPM is a bit rubbish. He does have the increased pen from the last King of the Sea.
Yes, he does. So if he catches one of those cruisers, he can whittle it away like the best of them.
We do see the B cap has flipped in favour of CQR, as expected, and now we will be seeing a push into the Charlie cap. The Smallens doing the usual destroyer mating ritual, where he will wriggle his ship around and then insert his butt into the capture point, just so he can accelerate out with most haste, should he be required to, for any sort of radar threat.
Looking at the map as I see it, I would think that Surya's best play now is to push C heavy with their heavier cruisers and Yamato. Backing up the Smarland to run down that Daring and Des Moines. First shots open, Petropavlovsk, Lexington PR opening fire on Orca's Petropavlovsk.
Do you see torpedoes trading across the air cap as well?
Yes, they do. That's because Orca are throwing almost 2 summers worth of torpedoes into A that they can if they need to. Meanwhile, Master Yoris in Moskva is starting to feel the effects of a Thunderer.
And the Thunderer is also starting to feel the effects of everything else. He did take a massive chunk already. He's lost 20,000 health already.
I'm going to guess that was from Akira.
Could have been from Serent. I wasn't quite paying attention to where they came from, but the Henry will also be quite good at whittling down Mr. Thunderer.
Yes, he will, but it looks like
running the legendary module.
He quite possibly, it looks like Mara in the Henri is working his way around the flank. Another big hit on Lanthar from Akira. Yamato showing just why her guns are as so notorious as they are. And
Astaroth Invader does pop his radar onto the Daring, forcing him out of the cap. We do see shots coming into the Daring. We do see radars happening on the other flank as well.
Shallow Dream has left. Yep. Is he going to leave the cap proper, or is he going to bait the radar? Pro type in the Des Moines is now engaging Marimus, but the Daring does lose 4,000 health for it.
He can heal most of that back, since Daring is one of the destroyers that are luckily blessed with a heal. We do see the Summers and the Summers on the C flank, on the A flank, sorry, have spotted each other right next to the island. Torpedo's heading into the smoke screen, which does contain a domain of Wakana Poi. I don't know what that says, but those torpedoes are looking quite nasty. He's gonna have to turn in.
I think he's got a gap. Yep,
You
he's
just
got a
quickly.
gap. Question
But if we see a
is,
radar out from the Des Moines, the Ohio and the Petropavlovsk might both have shots onto him.
there goes the radar. 6-second delay. Though the radar looks like it was mainly aimed at Little Trouble. So
Little
it's
Trouble
question,
is in big trouble right now.
yeah, Little Trouble in Big Town.
Shots out from the Ohio towards Des Moines.
Looking reasonable. Looking reasonable.
Nope.
It fell short.
Just hit the brakes, slammed on those brakes, and now he uses a Des Moines legendary module, just like, I'm going to this island now, and we're going to see two Des Moines just staring at each other through a rock for the next 5 minutes until one of them grows some takes the brave pill and pushes around. We do see the Daring capping Charlie in front of the Smarland in a smoke screen.
Little Trouble still taking hits.
Is he?
Yep. From Vlad Palantir, who just took a hit for it. I think that was from the Kremlin. Yes, it was. Skytech looks like he's trying to get around on Wakana because Wakana couldn't angle correctly. I think we're about to see Des Moines on Des Moines violence.
We are definitely seeing Des Moines on Des Moines.
Des Moines on Des Moines violence.
Sky took a much worse trade for that than he needed to. Oh!
That'll work. And now
that
he
is
just
a
has
very
to
dead Des
back
Moines.
up.
Can Skytech get out of there before he gets blocked?
Don't know. It depends on how quick the Kremlin is on the trigger.
More shots out, nothing.
I think he's got away with it.
More shots coming over the island. No, they can't lob that.
No, they can't lob that island. I think
They
he's
will
got
be
away with
throwing the Kremlin at that island as much speed as possible. The Kremlin's gonna be
Yes,
like, I need to get around. I think they may even be sending Little Trouble around for some cheek.
And Shallow Dream as well.
We do see torpedoes coming towards Little Trouble.
I do indeed. He's fired torps as well.
He's going to accelerate right into that torpedo path. Hopefully get turned out, or hopefully they're spotted. He's going to be able to rack.
He's spotted them. He's stopped. But
Torpedoes
yes.
out towards the Kremlin, who is charging around that mountain. I think he might be able to get a gap there as well. The Z-52 will be hydroing because it's Z-52, and that's what it does best.
Apocal and Sinrith need to back up and get their guns against this Kremlin. Skytech is going to be screaming at his teammates to cover his flank.
Well, the thing is, he can just go back to where he was and push around the back behind the Kremlin, catch out the Z-52.
Meanwhile, Prototype being pushed by Marimus and Master Yoris. But torpedoes from the Daring. Question is, Daring's torps have missed. It's just a case of who wins this trade. Whether or not Master Yoris goes for the turret break strategy. Ooh, torpedoes getting awfully close to the Daring. I think the Daring's in trouble. Daring is in trouble.
Daring is very in trouble.
Down to 2,000 health. That Smalan will be screaming that 2 torpedoes didn't kill a Daring that he'd already weakened.
Smalan will probably go and hunt down the Daring now. The Daring cannot do anything to contest this. This Des Moines is in a lot of trouble. This Des Moines is probably going to get forced out or just deleted through the bow eventually. He will be farmed down. That's their linchpin, and then they can push around, and the Thunderer's next.
Lord Galahad has been forced to run. Skytech was able to do a full turnaround, but
it might be too late for that. It's a Kremlin.
It's a stern of a Des Moines versus a Kremlin's guns at that range. Chances are Skytech is not getting away with it. He got away with it. For one salvo.
He doesn't have the smoke.
Is going down, it looks like.
Vlad Palantir as well is also taking hits for this.
Aramus is probably giving a bit too much angle. There goes the Des Moines.
There goes the other Des Moines.
Yeah, okay.
The Yamato just blapped the Des Moines in the front, and the Kremlin blapped the Des Moines. That's what happens to Des Moines. Battleships go, right, you die now, push her up, and if you don't have a battleship to trade, it's going to go messy. We do see the Summers is dodging.
Just lost half his surviving health from Lord Galahad.
Oh, this is getting very, very messy, very, very fast.
But the Thunderer of CQR has been forced all the way back. Now the Petropavlovsk Lexington PR is now forced into a nose-to-nose trade with a Yamato and a Moskva.
We've just seen all these radars light up. Bing, bing,
With
bing.
this many destroyers, you need to be on those radars constantly. You need to get those destroyers down as fast as you can.
Little Trouble versus
Little Trouble, probably. Is that a secondary Ohio? I think Sinrith's a secondary Ohio.
interesting choice.
Especially because his secondaries aren't doing anything.
Is he
There we
going to
go,
trade for the
another
other
hit.
summons? Are these summons both going to go down? No, it looks like Vlad has gotten himself behind his ally. It's like,
Yep.
It's like we'll swap out this summons. Don't worry, we have a spare.
Yes.
Spare with full health.
Oh, Lexington PR's going to take a Smaland Torp, I think. Yes, he does. And now he's still in a crossfire between an Henri, Yamato, and Moskva.
And a Petro.
And a Petro. Little Trouble got away with it, it seems. Is Zoe going to try and make a charge? I don't think he will. Sinrith in the Ohio is now in a bit of a nasty torpedo crossfire. He takes one from the Sommers, and he looks like he's going to take
Several
maybe
more on
upwards
the
of
side.
4 from a Z52.
But
no,
just one.
Just the 2.
I saw just the one on my screen. That might be interesting.
2 had overlapped each other, but he has had to give broadside to the Kremlin. This could be painful.
That was painful. Little Trouble getting in on the action, along with the Moines of just like getting in this farming.
And the
Do you see the small and burn down the Petro in the middle?
Down.
Okay,
Asferov
so
is now going to cap B.
let's do some quick stock taking. How are we standing at the minute? We have a 3-kill lead for Syria and SURCA, sorry. They do have cap advantage on A and C. They are sending ships into the B cap, and it's looking quite rough for the guys at CQR.
Yes, it is. Looks like Little Trouble may be trying to push into B to give Taiyi some help. However, he's running straight into Asferov and
Shallow Dream
Vlad.
does catch a radar. Someone's opening up on the Z52. That's something I wasn't expecting to see today. Ohio slowly being farmed down by the Des Moines behind the smoke screen. No vision on him.
If that Ohio can go unspotted, the Ohio is going to try and make a last valiant stand against the Des Moines.
Summers does eat a Z52 though? No, he doesn't. He just eats a shot on the way past.
Yeah. But in this health difference, Sommers has the DPM advantage. Des Moines finally takes out the Ohio. But I believe if the Ohio's intention was to use his health to get that cap, then he had succeeded. Shallow Dream down to 920 health. I think he's gone. Oh,
Des Moines is opening up on the Summers as well. He does get the kill. That could have been very messy if he didn't. But he now needs to get behind that walk to watch shots from Des Moines radars in.
TE is down to 1600 health.
Summers radared by the Des Moines, trying to get behind the island to safety.
I think they're going to lose Apo. But I think it will be okay. A lot of low ships on CQR's team. A lot of low ships indeed. And if UUU2TT, yes, his name, pushes up, he's going to push broadside to an Henri, who has seen him and is shooting him.
Whereabouts is this?
From B to A. Des Moines also just took a torp. Smaland killed Daring. I think it may be all over for CQR in the first game.
Yeah, they have been completely shut out of all 3 caps. The destroyer engagements were questionable.
Credits to Skytech from Surya for that right moment, right way, Des Moines push.
Oh yeah, the island, the 2 Des Moines fight at the Alpha Cap was an interesting experience. We do see the someone's going down to the small one, so it's one more nail in the coffin.
Yep. The Des Moines in A is now, well, ooh, Thunderer
just take out the small one.
But that Des Moines looks to be taking Somers torps. If he doesn't die to the Yamato first, I think that's the Des Moines gone. Yes, it is.
Henry took a lot of torpedoes on
Henri.
the way.
Yes, he did.
That's
But
just a lot of
now,
low ships.
yep. But Orca have the health, they have the positions, they have the safety.
Are you telling
All
me that
they've
the
got to do
Thunderer
is
in its
sit
current
there.
position is not an effective position?
Indeed, I am saying that, yes.
We have 2 battleships left versus a very low Summers, another very low Summers, and some very low other things.
I think Orca's Summers is having a bit of a joke. He's just topped Vlad.
Questionable.
I don't think they were intended to hit, but those torps got a little close. And that's 1-0 to SURCA. SURCA. I think I've been calling them SURCA this entire time. SURCA takes 1-0 over CQR, A7, and NGNL.
That's a bit of an upset, as far as I'm concerned. I was expecting CQR to be the much stronger team in that game, and we saw some excellent play coming out of the combined forces of Orca and Surya. Quickly just show you the winner screen. Winner of map 1. Nope, that's the wrong one. I'm really good at this, you know. It wasn't enough. Hang on. Set winner. There. Let's. Yeah.
I think I just got my COTS container. I can go now.
Have I got mine? Yep, that's it. That's shift over, boys. Let's go. Right, let's have a look at the best of 3. SURCA were the winners over map 1, so let's mark that down onto this. And the next map we're going to be going into will be North. We haven't seen North yet today, so we're going to quickly play the map intro video while teams are getting themselves sorted out for the next game with whatever substitutions and requires, you know, resetting up ships, all that kind of thing. So I'll put you on the intro video for that as soon as I find it.
The rocky shores of the North Sea comprise the setting for a titanic clash of enemy fleets. This is North. North is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running a line from west to east. The A cap is on the left, B is in the center, and C is on the right. Cap A on the left is the most open and accessible on the board. There are plenty of ways in and out for destroyers and not many places for radar cruisers to hide nearby. As the smallest capture area on the board, the most common access to Cap B comes from due north or south, but there is a small access via a channel between the islands on the eastern edge. Further to the east, Cap C has a single island within that can provide some cover for ships attempting to capture, but there's enough island cover nearby to conceal radar cruisers from multiple directions. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play North.
Let's see. Onto the map screen, best of 3, go onto the map screen for North. So, general strategies we've been seeing for North. We have been usually seeing the seaside has been relatively abandoned from what I've been seeing recently. There's not so much pushes been going up that flank. It tends to be more focused around the A and B, which is unusual because during the clan battle season on North last time around, we saw very, very heavy pushes on the sea flank almost every single game with Des Moines, Salem's, Stalingrads, that kind of thing. But now with the Petro better, it seems to be just like, right, we're going to put some Petros somewhere outside of A, and we're going to make you push into us, or just control the cap. The Petropavlovsk stealth radar is very, very utilised all over the place these days. I have seen a couple of Nevskys on this map, just as part of a kiting flank, but they get pushed back so easily and without vision on whatever they're trying to farm. It hasn't been going too effectively. Do see a lot of anchoring Stalingrads, usually around the B islands and some of the A islands, just trying to get some crossfires going, trying to hold positions, trying to deny the Bravo capture point. We also have seen some interesting shenanigans from a certain Thunderer player, Mr. Killivan. Can you care to explain that one to us?
We needed a breakthrough. I made a breakthrough.
You did make a breakthrough. Killivan and his Thunderer decided to go up between the channel, between B and C, and then which way did you go? You went all the way around the top, didn't you?
I went left. I went through the channel, turned left, did a drive-by on a Starlin who wasn't looking at me, even though I was spotted, and then did my best, but unfortunately, because it was a Venezia, I wasn't able to kill the Venezia.
Yes, well, the charge of the Bin Brigade. Do you think we will be seeing anything similar to the charge of the Bin Brigade today, or do you think that was a one-off?
I don't know, because since these teams have come out of the gates with a heavy destroyer comp, so I'm not sure what they have planned for this.
We need to switch around the overlay for this because they have switched sides, so 1 second. So, switch teams. So we'll be seeing CQR on the northern spawn for this. Did
Yes,
CQR choose the map spawn?
Yes, they did.
So they have chosen the northern spawn. Where would you pick if you were choosing? Would you choose this northern or the southern spawn on this?
I tend to prefer north.
Because
I think the positions at A are a bit easier to get to, and you're less vulnerable to cross shots from the middle.
the Charlie side is...
And the Des Moines at C from north is safer than the Des Moines at C from A.
south.
Yes.
Yeah. We do see... Yeah, you do tend to see quite a lot of crossfire on this map as well. The mountain range around the B cap is very lobbable.
Yes, it
despite
is.
being a mountain range.
But at the moment, now we have SURCA beat CQR on their map and their spawn, and now they're playing on their map and their spawn. The advantage is very heavily in SURCA's side of the court.
Getting a bit of warning from Ray Daniel. Next map in 2 minutes. Get ready, so got a little bit of time.
Yep.
Next round will start at 25 at the latest, so okay.
2 minutes from now.
Let's quickly play we already played the map introduction screen, so let's not play that again. Let's have a look at the tournament and see who's been winning in the other brackets while we're waiting for this. Quickly refresh this. Oh boy, or down 1-0 against Shaft. That's alright. Interesting.
That could have gone either way.
Yep, I wonder if that one's going to go to game 3 or going to be a 2-0. But that one, that's a very balanced match. This one, CQR were almost certainly the underdogs, and they have they've proven themselves quite effectively against CQR in that last game. It might have just been because of the composition choices. No.
I think also that CQR had a much better focus fire.
Well, yeah, that they did
They
end
were
up with a
nailing
lot of very
CQR's
low health.
DDs from the beginning.
Yeah. Whereas we saw like both summers floating around at 1,000 health at the end of that battle.
Yes. Along with the excellent push by their Des Moines to take out CQR's Des Moines, because CQR's Des Moines had to charge into the island to protect himself from the Ohio. So CQR's Des Moines saw that opportunity and grasped it with both hands. And got away with it.
Oh, I finally figured out what the PICB thing is, and his Painzor is colorblind, apparently. Thanks, chat. Thanks, chat. Very nice.
Surely being colorblind in this day and age is a good thing.
You can't see me right now.
Apparently you've put CQR as map winners for last battle.
Well, I'm stupid, okay? It's fine. I've updated chat with I'm stupid, they didn't. It's fine. We all know that CQR actually won. The scoreboard says CQR won. I'm just stupid. Stupidity is one of my strong points, but it's fine. We'll get there in the end. It's a learning experience for everyone involved.
We're not the ones updating the score sheet.
Actually, I am. Oh yeah, we're not the one that updating the score sheet, but I am the one that plays who won on the screen. It gets really complicated. Yeah. We are being told to hurry by the organisers. It's like, apparently they've had some disconnects. This is the problems we were talking about. There have been some issues with some certain German ISPs today, so we might be seeing a bit of a...
Yes. Right, since we seem to have a slight delay, we'll be right back.
Congratulations. There's currently a giveaway going on my chat. It says, please buff Hayate Wargaming. I wonder who started that one. I'm going to quickly go refresh the scoreboard and have a look at, see if anybody else is... Well, no, there's only one other game. It's Oh Boy versus Shaft, so... We'll just play you the technical difficulty song in my head. Alright, CQR said they're ready. Syria had a client crash. They are getting the players back into the room. They are 9 out of 9. Both teams appear to be ready. Server overloaded. Try to enter the battle later or select another battle type. Nice. Technical difficulties, technical difficulties, technical difficulties. Alright, everybody's ready to go again. Server overloaded. Technical difficulties chat. We're trying to get into the next battle as soon as possible.
Okay, I come back. Oh.
Yep. Server overloaded.
Yeah.
Spaghetti's too tangled. New hamsters, please. Maybe reload. Next week the match. Nice servers. WG, please. Great server. Spaghetti code. Great server. Okay.
No.
Server overloaded.
People didn't buy enough premium time this month.
Oh, keep the drugs rolling, please. This is, you know.
Let's have a quick look at the official stream. Are they reporting issues?
Well, they're 5 minutes behind, so
Yeah.
we're trying to figure out if we want to remake the room.
Dats has the face of the somewhat confused BBC News broadcaster who's interviewing someone.
Uh-huh.
I just saw that neutral...
Kindly, comrade, put money in jar for comrade server.
Quick, someone play elevator music.
I have been. Server overloaded. It wouldn't be the King of the Sea without technical difficulties. It wouldn't be.
Yeah, it's like, as far as I was aware, there were no technical issues on day one of the tournament when 130 odd teams took part.
Yep. But now
when there's 16, we have problems. Ooh, we're going in.
Oh, get in! A spare dissident we can sacrifice. Right, let's get the overlay up.
Yeah. Divert emergency power to servers.
Alright, we should be having CIRCA on the Alpha spawn, CQR on the Bravo spawn, and we should get into the game.
Okay.
Right, what we're going to be seeing here, we have Thunderer, Kremlin, Des Moines, Henry, Moscow, Petro, Summers Daring from the Orca and Syria team, so CIRCA. And then for CQR, we're going to see Thunderer, Kremlin, Des Moines, Nevsky, Petro, Summers, Kleber, and Smalin. I'm wondering if this is going to be a legendary module, Kleber?
I thought that was Rain's thing.
It's just a general thing. Usually if you're going to be seeing it getting into position and that, you're trying not to fight too much. You still do have the reload booster if you choose to get into a fight. It's just
this is true.
you're not really going to be gunboating with it. You're usually going to be playing it for its speed, and if you're going to be playing it for its speed and not for fighting, you'll take the upgrade because simply you're not planning on getting in a fight anyway.
Okay, it looks like CQR are moving heavy forces to Charlie. Kleber's going to go straight for the cap,
Yep.
as you'd expect. Looks like he's going to be backed up by a Petro and possibly 2 Des Moines. Smaland going straight down the middle, running into SURCA's Daring, perhaps. Looks like SURCA's keeping their team closer together at this stage, because if that Daring and Smaland run into each other, you want all your guns.
Alright, so let's have a look here.
Apparently, Garbled for Life is calling you the Murray Walker of King of the Sea.
Yeah, anything can happen
I
in
actually
King
know
of the Sea.
who Murray Walker
Usually
is.
does. He does, it's the Formula 1 guy.
Former Formula 1 guy. I think he passed away.
Aw, does that mean I'm dead?
Not yet.
Right, so Smarland going to be turning himself around, the Daring doing the same thing. We do see the first radar coming out from the Des Moines,
Yep.
should be catching the Smarland.
Though the Des Moines will be taking fire
Skytech
from the Thunderer.
doesn't quite
Skytech
hit him.
seems to have the balls. He's getting into those positions.
Yep,
But you
Smarland
need a
taking
Des Moines to
shots.
Yep. Marlin taking more damage now.
And then they'll be forcing the
Absol.
Daring in behind him. The Smarland needs to run away.
Kleber not going for C as I predicted. He's going around.
I mean, you can always slip into the back here and just get the cap from behind there. Just get some, you know, you have the speed. Maybe he's going to do something really cool and just go YOLO something. But I doubt it. I would love to see that. You just send the Kleber all the way up the 9 line at the start of the game and just YOLO whatever comes around the corner first. Nobody will suspect it. See torpedoes come from the summers from Orca down the channel here. Just trying to get something nice to happen. Expecting the Smarland to be running away that way, but Smarland is going to get himself just reversing slowly back into that cap, going to eat the next radar.
But TE is no longer in a position to help Shallow Dream if that Daring commits to the fight.
Skytech is no longer in a position either. He can reverse up.
There's a radar from something,
Smarland.
okay.
Shallow Dream and Daring are going to open up on each other.
Shallow isn't shooting back.
Well, yeah, otherwise he can't disengage if he opens up.
Yeah.
Shots out onto the Daring, but obviously he's just going to accelerate away.
Kleber's gone wide to get into C, interesting, and is about to meet the SURCA synchronized sailing team.
That is a lovely formation.
That is a lovely formation.
Des Moines,
indeed.
Petro, Kremlin, just all sailing perfect broadside of each other. And all sending shots towards, well, no, just one of them sending shots towards the enemy Kremlin. Not really getting very much out of it.
Nope. The main risk for the Des Moines and the Petro is shots aimed at the Kremlin falling short.
Radar out from either the Petro or the Des Moines onto the Kleber in the Charlie Cap, but I don't think there's anything. Well, there is another Des Moines that can shoot at it, but I think he can't get the lob over this island. It is Skytech.
Versus Nevsky in a moment. I think we're about to see.
Skytech does get the lob off and gets a couple of resets. Shots out in the broadside of the Petro.
Yeah, it's a Petro though, so it's kind of hard to do him in. Best place to hit a Petro is right in his stern at point blank range.
Torpedoes towards the Daring in the centre.
He's fine, he's got his hydro on, I bet.
Whipped.
Daring and Smaland. If the Daring can guarantee
Nevsky gets the radar off on the Summers at
which is
ACAP.
what he's just been given. The Daring can cap now with relative safety.
Nevsky being absolutely plonked away at it in the smoke screen there. It does have his smoke screen up, but apparently didn't catch the Summers with it. And he's burning down quite nicely.
That Henri is going to keep putting pressure on their flank.
Torpedoes are heading towards that smoke screen as well. He is being forced out the back of it.
Smaland is beating the Daring. Because I think the Daring is being also hit by the Petropavlovsk. However, Kleber's making a play for it, but has lost half his health to Skytech for it.
You have action happening on all sides of the map right now.
Yes, we are.
Nevsky's got himself out that smoke screen. He's going to disengage for a while. He should be okay. This fight between the Summers and the
Is he going to take a torpedo? No, he's not.
Smiling and the Daring still going at it.
Thunderer also shooting. Ooh, is Orca Summers going to take a torp? Yes, he did. Apzo versus Little Trouble.
Kleber has got himself out of Charlie Cap. He's going to be running behind his team. He's going to leave the Des Moines to fight the Des Moines, the Petro, and the Kremlin. So that'll probably be a losing flank for the red team as they just try to kite away versus superior numbers. Daring and Summers probably about to go at it again sometime soon. Summers going to be...
So Daring and I think Skytech's taking another brave pill.
Are we about
What
to see
is
a
he
YOLO?
doing? I don't know what his YOLO will achieve at this point because he'll be in a crossfire between a Petro and a Des Moines.
Well, I think he's hoping to time it so when the Kremlin and the Des Moines push around the corner, he's going to get there as well, and they're going to have a crossfire
What's
onto...
Taiyi doing? What is Taiyi doing? Is he backing up? Okay, I think Skytech might have just been spotted by Shallow Dreams radar. Skytech, what are you planning? Because that third can see you. Okay.
Thunderer
Yep.
has fired.
Yep. Skytech is backing up. He's not going to get away with it. He's going to take something for that. Half his health.
Still alive though, that's all that matters. But the Petropavlovsk has managed to get himself in between them all. He's going to get the radar off for the next reload, so Thunderer can try and get another shot in. I don't think he has enough angle anymore.
Petro's got the broadside of the Des Moines of Choco. That's a big axe. That's a big issue for SURCA, that Petro being able to move up to that position.
And now shots at the other Petro as well.
Yep.
Has the broadside of that too. More big hits. Meanwhile, on the other flank, things are happening.
But
Nevsky is losing a lot of health.
Yep, but Taiyi is now backed up far enough that if Skytech's feeling brave and also shots from Circus Thunderer into UUU 222 TT whatever.
TTT
I can't
whatever.
pronounce their name. If he goes now, he'll be safe from Taiyi and he will have broadsides. Now is the time to take that second brave pill. He's got to make that play
Shots
now.
out
The
across
shot.
the map onto that Petro.
Thud
And the Des Moines.
just took another chunk off Skytech.
UU taking a big chunk from the Moskva and the Thunderer.
Can Skytech on his limited health take out the Clever before the Des Moines kills him? I don't think he can. Not with the Kremlin shooting him in the face as well. I think this is Skytech going down.
That's a
Yes, it
very
is.
dead Des Moines.
Yes, it is. Skytech got caught out there twice by long-range Thunderer shots.
Daring trying to pick a fight with Petropavlovsk. Getting his DM on the go. Gonna send a line of single-fire torpedoes out as well. Try to catch him on the bow, but I think he's just gonna be like, I'm not planning on taking those, thank you very much.
CQR have very, very strongly grabbed this match by the horns and are holding on to it. SURCA struggling to make any progress.
Wanake Poi and Des Moines and Des Moines just trading with each other. I might just have to go to ship names at this point. It's getting a bit complicated with some of these players' names. Colbert gonna charge up the channel. Not sure which way he's going when he gets to the end of it, but interesting move. Maybe he's gonna try and pick a fight with the Daring. The Daring is very, very low. The Daring's about to go down.
Yes, he is. I would question his decisions to fight where he did.
Lost his engine about to beach. Is the Petro gonna blind fire into that smoke screen? Behind the smoke screen? Or is he just gonna get away with it?
That Nevsky also proving remarkably resilient.
It's less about his resilience, more about the fact that people have had to turn around and shoot the other side of the map repeatedly for crossfire. This Moskva had to open up on the Des Moines that was between the BC islands, so the Nevsky's been left relatively left alone. Henry completely unfazed, just like, hello, I'm over here, I'm French, I'm burning you. Thunderer's like, please stop, and starts running away. They look to be falling back completely from A-Cap, and it looks like the Moskva's going to take that as his cue that I can leave and I can go support my friends over at BC, because that looks like where the fight's about to break out. Colbert sending torpedoes to try and catch out the Summers that's on his way through at the B-Cap.
Petropavlovsk is in a dangerous position trying to push up.
Yeah, the Thunderer is being smoked up by the Summers. It's very interesting.
Thunder are going to get caught in a lot of cross-torps here.
No, he's just going to be turning broadside. No, he does have the small and tops coming from as well.
I don't know what Lee Newbie 50 is doing, but I don't think it's going to work. He's just kind of sort of stuck in the open now. And now that other Petro of UU's got his broadside. I think they've pushed that Petro too far. And he's now going to pay for it.
Yep. Shots coming out from the Des Moines, shots coming out from the Kremlin, shots coming out from other Des Moines probably as well. That looks like a very, very dead Petropavlovsk, just caught in the middle of all of that crossfire. They are sending the Kremlin into the Charlie cap, though. So he's going to go head-to-head with the other Petropavlovsk over there. The newbie is still alive, for now.
The enemy is about to
I don't
win.
think he's going to last much longer. The main problem is that SURCA were not able to
Des
take
Moines
that.
just got whacked.
By what? Thunderer?
Not entirely sure.
That looks like it could have been a third shot.
Either that or he showed too much angle to Petro, but I don't think he did.
But there goes Lee Newbie.
Yep. But equally, one of the caps has just been flipped.
Yep.
So we now see all three caps currently in control of CQR.
Yes, they are, but two are being flipped by SURCA. However, Akira versus UU, that's going to be a dangerous play because all that Petro has to do is ram.
That's a very,
Especially
very dead Des
since-
Moines coming up on the left on the C flank.
Yes, he is.
He's doing the I'm going to die radar.
He has got to heal him, but that's a Kremlin salvo.
Yep. There he goes. So that just leaves a Kremlin surrounded but shot blocking. So the Kremlin's going to go forward, and I think are we about to see a ram?
I think we are. I think that's all that Petro needs to do. Kremlin desperately trying to reverse, but I think it's already too late.
He's going to try and get a shot into the upper bow and just hope for the best. Not enough. Not nearly enough.
Nope, Petro is almost impossible to stop on the charge unless you can whittle it down. There's the ram. That Petro
Diehards.
wasn't running a ramming flag. That's the only way that would have happened.
Or they were both running ramming flags, and you didn't. What's the maximum health of a Petro?
55, and he was down to about 60 something.
So yeah, that would have been.
Now, but he is flooding. He's turning his turrets for TE. Can he do him in? Probably not. Not with the Kremlin there. Credit to CQR. They've turned this around.
We now just have the Summers and the Thunder being farmed down the middle. We have a very, very broken Daring hiding at the back, and we have a
I
Henry
think
who is
Summers
doing
about
nothing.
to eat a top. Yep.
Nope.
That's it. That's all she wrote for Orca and SURCA in this game.
They can still possibly get the Moskva around the back of here, maybe get something in the back of the Smolensk, but
I don't think they've got the points all the time.
Kleber's
That thugs in
opening
a
up.
nasty crossfire.
The Kleber's opening up. He might get spotted and oh, it's not. Sorry, it's the Nevsky behind him opening up.
An Ovechkin Nevsky, which looks like a Obin you're clever.
Yes. There we go.
And there we go.
That's 1-1 in this game.
Yes.
So you might be getting bumped out. We'll find out if it gets to that.
Yes, we'll find out if I get bumped.
Yeah, and then we will do some emergency stuff. So, winner of this game was actually
CQR.
CQR. So let's actually set them the winner this time. Play the winner screen. Look, we got the right team this time. It was actually CQR. I didn't potato it. And then we'll go back onto the best of 3 screen. And let me just quickly check with the organisers about what's going on. Game updates. Second.
Oh, the official warship stream, I think, just crashed. Did it? No, it didn't.
I'm just asking the orgs what's going on with the other game, because, oh, I've just been followed by guitaristing. Nice to see you, Gita. Right, so let's quickly start going over Game 3. Game 3 is going to be held on Shatter. Who is going to be the Northern Spawn on Shatter? Do you know? Okay, official cast is going to Game 3. You are safe, you can stay in. Yay.
Okay. Yep.
We're not
Yay.
replacing him. We get to keep Killerman, chat. We don't have to get rid of our favourite bin. Yay! Killerman lives. For those of you who weren't aware, if our game went to Game 3 and the official streams didn't, we were going to have to lose Killerman for a game because, you know, we're not very big. We're just little streamers, and the big official stream wants to come and take him away. It's like, right, we're coming to eat
like
your spot.
300. It's 300 versus 7,300.
I mean, the fact that we're even on 300 that's a massive achievement to start with, and I'm very grateful to see you all here, but we are no 7,300 people juggernaut. As much as we'd like to be.
I think we're the 5th biggest COT stream at the moment.
That's
These
nice.
are the channels I'm following.
Well, anyway, so let's start talking strategies about Shatter. And
I don't like this map.
yeah, one second. I need to set the actual correct map image for Shatter on the next game. So, Shatter. If you take all the good parts of Loop, and then you remove the fact you can spot everything, what you end up with is a cluster of islands in the middle that nobody can see past, but everyone can shoot past. This is an absolute nightmare to try and build your team comp around. I'm probably gonna see some Petropavlovsk staring at each other across the middle of the B cap. Probably gonna see some battleships charging through the middle of the B cap at some point. We have seen players wide, but this seems to be just who can get the most forward position lodged in towards the center of the B, exerting as much map control as possible around B without overextending.
Usually it's who can grab B, who can keep C contested, and who can deny A.
Yeah, so basically you'll probably see some sorts of ships just lodging themselves into C, something wide spotting at C just to try to deny any sort of push happening around them while they try to deny it, and then B cap just being held down and something charging through it at some point to try and make a break, whereas and then over at the A cap there'll just be some sort of pushing trying to get around, because that is by far the safest flank to push.
Yes.
Unless you take it to the extreme wideness of the C flank, but by that point you've gotten your ship so far at the game that anything defending C will just be like, oh quickly, they're all the way over there, let's go break the other team, we'll get a crossfire going, and B, we'll YOLO charge them from all directions at once, and then we'll steamroll out the other side. Assuming there's been no server overloads, the game should be starting in the next couple of minutes, but you know, things happen, we never know. Let's quickly play the map intro video for you all, just to see if you can get some more perspectives on how this game is going to work, and the absolute craziness that will be the pile of mountains in the middle.
The picturesque coastlines of the maritime provinces of eastern Canada form the backdrop for a titanic clash of opposing fleets. These steep cliffs and jagged rocks will soon echo the thunder of heavy guns, and only one team will emerge supreme. This is Shatter. Shatter is a 48 by 48 kilometer domination-style map with 3 cap points running in a line from west to east. The A cap is on the extreme left, B is in the center, and C is on the far right. Cap Alpha on the left is the safest for destroyers. Though there are plenty of nearby islands within radar range, large portions of the cap perimeter are wide open, providing unfettered access and a multitude of ways in and out. This directly contrasts with Capture Point Bravo in the center, which is claustrophobic and has only a handful of entrances and exits. Ships caught here typically fall under tremendous focus fire from both map edges. On the right, Cap Charlie is frequently the site of staring contests between enemy ships. It's common for each team to park a ship in the cap to keep it contested, then work the 9-10 line with battleships and heavy cruisers to try and force an opening. 18 ships, 2 teams, 1 victor. It's time to play Shatter.
Alright, so a couple of updates about the rest of the tournament progression. We are seeing that the other game that's currently live, Killer, who was that again? Sorry.
Shaft and oh boy.
That's gone to 1-1. That is over on the official stream if you want to watch
What's
that
that?
in the background as well. But stay here. We want you here. You're ours, not theirs.
Dibs.
Dibs, yeah, if we call dibs on you. Like the universal law of dibs, which means, sorry, we've dibbed you. And you don't want to go against the laws of the universe now, do you? That would be rude.
That's how the British Empire worked.
Plus,
Dibs.
if you want to win giveaways, this is probably the better place to do it. The official channel is going to be like a complete mess. Over here, you might be able to win yourself a set of resource containers, which, a bit of coal towards your next premium ship there. Maybe you want to be working your way towards a Thunderer or a Georgia. Get yourself into our little giveaways. So we're just waiting on the last couple of players to ready up here, and then we will get on into game 3. Just waiting for Mr. UU22TT of NGNL. Yeah, you can see why we're having problems with all these names. Some of these, like if every single player in the game just puts their name as some sort of little tongue twister, we are screwed. Alright, Circa's ready. Just waiting on the last player from CQR to ready up. And the last man from CQR has disappeared again. They're asking for 30 seconds. We will play the technical difficulty song. Technical difficulties, Killer bin, pains. Why are you not joining in the technical difficulty song?
Because I can't sing.
Neither can I, that's not stopping me. Go on. Give a line of the technical difficulty song. The people want it. Right, both teams are in and both readied up. Wait, oh, server overloaded. Here we go. Come on, ready up everybody. Come on, let's go. Come on. Technical difficulty server overloaded. It wouldn't be King of the Sea without our technical difficulties, would it? That worked last time.
Here we go.
Every time Yusril said that. Every time you say that. I'm suspicious. Right, anyway, into our third game of the day, third game of the match. So we'll switch to. Alright, who's on the Alpha team? Orca and Circa. So yeah, okay, 1-1. On Shatter, what we're going to see here, we're going to see Ohio, Thunderer, we're going to see Des Moines, Henry, Moscow, Stalingrad, Quebec, and then the opposing team, we're going to see a Thunderer, a Grosser Kurfürst, 2 Des Moines, 2 Petros, a Summers, Quebec, and Smaland. That Kurfürst is 100% going to be charging into the middle of the map. I do not see anything else for it apart from YOLO it into B.
Or is it the Contest C ship?
Of course not, it's the YOLO in the middle of B ship. Where is he? Let's see.
Yes. Well, the question is, it looks like Astaroth from Surya is going to also charge B. Does a Kleber have enough Torp Alpha to kill a Kurfürst?
No, it does not. We do see that the Kurfürst is using the new Megatron commander though, the Megatron camouflage, and it looks absolutely stunning. It's beautiful, I want it.
You just want any and all camos.
Yeah, but this one has a transformer in the turret. Look at him, man.
It is pretty cool.
No, it's Megatron just sitting in your turret, Screaming about the souls of your enemies. Of course you do. Go buy it. I don't get any commission from it. Unless you're watching Wargaming, can I have one? Right, let's see. We're going to see the Kleber going in towards B very rapidly. That's a very risky proposal. Both Klebers are
I
going to
think
meet each
both
other in the middle.
Clebers are about to engage in mutually assured destruction.
Who has the most backup? Everybody. Everything is just piling around to B. Like there's
Oh
just
no, Prototype is not committing to B. I think he's doing a reverse. I'm going to guess Azeroth is going to try and dig in behind that little island to shield himself from the Des Moines and other ships.
they do know where each other are due to RPF, so they're just going to be torpedoing.
Now, is he going to run aground? No, he's going to make that turn and he's going
He's gonna make the
to
turn.
hold that line. Yep.
I don't think he's going to stop in the cap though. He's going to creep out of it by accident.
Is he? No.
Okay, perfect. Perfect.
Perfect parking, something you don't expect from the French.
We do see
The
radars
Smarland
going out.
has, however, radar. They want that decap on him. Is the Kleber going to shoot, or is he going to get that cap? He is. They've got the cap.
And the Kleber's going to shoot.
Yep.
Kleber's taking return fire. Kleber's going to get himself into seat. There's Des Moines. He's running into the path of a Des Moines. Big hits at the broadside on.
Yep.
That's a lot of health on the Kleber. That health is not coming back. He is going to get saturated slightly. It's going to make him slightly tankier in the future,
Also,
but
Lee
that's a lot of
Newley
health.
is now in a position to stop everything, but Painzor was correct. That Kurfürst is playing umpire music, and he isn't stopping.
Oh, Megatron is going charging in. Oh,
Looks
actually,
like
no, he is
they
stopping.
are. Well, I get the feeling they've held the Ohio and the Thunderer back in positions where they can shoot the Kurfürst. The Henri probably also can shoot the Kurfürst. The Des Moines opposite A can also probably shoot the Kurfürst.
What we see here is CERCA have just taken a very wide approach to the map, and it looks like a very big concentration of fire from CQR trying to just force any sort of fight they can in the centre and just have superior numbers gunning on whatever they can.
Oh, A7, Shallow Dream, may be in for a spot of bother here.
Yeah, some
Nope,
mild torpedoes to his bow.
He has seen them, and he has avoided them, but
We are about to see probably some sort of radar to catch the Kleber who is currently trying to cap, but there is going to be a counter Des Moines radar waiting for him as soon as he gets around this corner.
there's
Here
the
comes the
radar.
Smalland radar. The Des Moines is like, oh look, I've been radared. I wonder what that could possibly be. Possibly a Smalland. And he's going to slowly reverse
The
away from him.
Kurfürst is actually capping Bravo. He's managed to just get his nose around just enough. I don't think Skytech wants to poke out, however, because that Thunderer is looking at him. And if he remembers anything from last game, it was the Thunderer who did him in. However, the Moskva and the Henri are engaging Little Trouble, who they've radared.
Little Trouble does have torps going towards them. I'm assuming one of them will probably have Hydra running, it's not like you can bring defensive AA. There is a lot of damage going out on a Little Trouble, but he's not in much trouble just yet. He's going to take a bit of a batter on, but he should be relatively safe.
Henri is playing a bit dicey with his positioning. Yep, they've got that. Someone's just popped Hydro, they've seen the torps, they're moving off.
We do see a very dead Des Moines.
Whoa. Thunderer just whacks T in the Des Moines, caught him broadside in a turn.
That was
Jesus.
somewhere over here.
That was
over
at A.
And Thunderer was positioned. Where was the Thunderer that hit him?
D4.
Yeah. We do see a radar coming out from the Des Moines trying to catch the Smalland. But the
That's
Smalland's just
fine.
like, okay, bye.
Kurfürst has had to retreat from B.
You see a retreat, he's still there, and I think he's still just
Yes.
waiting for the opportunity to press W as much as he possibly can. He does
But
have a
now with-
Stalingrad waiting for him along with the Ohio.
Henri on the one line just lost half his health since he was broadside to a Thunderer.
Oh, Henry on the one line. Oh, that's over here. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. That Thunderer doing work. How do you
Both
possibly catch all
Thunderers.
this at the same time?
I just happened to be looking at the end of the map.
Yeah.
But yeah, both Thunderers on this team proving their worth, proving the firepower of 18-inch guns with supercruiser dispersion.
Torpedoes out towards this Kleber and Des Moines, just going to be casually drifted past. The Grossa Kurfürst just like, I want to go YOLO! Can I go YOLO? Yeah. You told me to hold
Petropavlovsk
and wait.
of UU is being farmed down by Cymrith and Lanubi. Looks like Kleber of Asaroth is moving across to dissuade Lanthar of pushing, since Maragmus is low.
Radar out from the Smalland. Gonna catch the backside of that Kleber. Just gonna get position a little more. I'm probably not gonna open up right
Oh,
now.
Thunderer opened up on Kleber. Mills
Doesn't really
missed.
do much. Shots out from the Henry towards the Thunderer. Now that he's shot, he's like, okay, my turn to shoot. Straight at the broadside. You know,
AP,
a fair chunk.
10k. He's reload boosting.
He is parked on the border, so he's not going to be able to turn very easily. He's going to shoot with HE at the Henry. It's going to be a painful experience for everybody involved. Oof. That's HE. That is the, that's what
Yep.
Thunderers do.
Meanwhile, on the CCAP, the Des Moines that Syria have contesting might take another torpedo from the Sommers. The Kurfürst has advanced into the cap. Yep.
Ooh, that's a
On
big
Mapel
torpedo
Chojo,
hit.
he is in serious
He's
danger of that
flooding.
Des Moines. Is he going to flood out?
He's downconned. He's healing. Oh no, he's flooding. Still flooding.
And he's not healing. I think Mapel's going down. I think that Sommer's little trouble. But Kleber of Asaroth manages to charge and take down the Smaland.
We do see the Des
Meaning
Moines
that-
floods out. We do see shots out on the Kleber coming from the Henry. Top? No.
It looks like, however, that for the loss of C, Syria have gained control of A.
But we do see a Kurfürst in the middle.
Yes, we do. However, his main problem is
The
he's
Ohio?
got health up on the Ohio, for certain. But I think that Thunderers and that Stalin are moving into positions to give the Thud some covering.
We
Give
do
that
see
a
the
higher
Kleber from
covering fire than he
prototype.
needs. Ooh,
Oh.
Kleber just goes down to Thunderer.
We do
Looks
see the
like
Kleber from
Syria-
prototype going to be rushing into B. Is he going to go for YOLO on the Stalingrad here?
He could. He's got to time it right so that Des Moines cannot hit him on the way.
The YOLO train has no brakes.
Nope. Here he goes.
Do 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 do
A lot of shots incoming.
do do
Big.
do do do. I hope he's not had his top knocked out. Oh, one,
Nope.
two.
I
Is he going to
think
be
that
able to get
was
the tops
actually
off the
range.
other side as well on the Ohio?
Nope.
Nope, he's dead.
But he did take the Stalin with him.
But that has given them control over the big cap. I mean, the Kurfürst. Ooh.
Well, you say that. That Kurfürst is going down.
Yeah.
And that Petro is going to be in. There he
Oof,
goes.
That's a very dead Kurfürst.
Okay, now does Skytech go right, then second left, or does he expect UU to go straight in?
Either way, he turns right, he hydros, he finds out which way he's going, and then he blocks him from doing anything useful. Because he's currently just going to fall down. We do
Okay.
see a very dead Ohio as well.
Yes.
He's being traded out. Let's quickly take stock of the situation. We have Henry and Moscow versus Petro and Des Moines. These are going to be pushing up. They're going to be they have control of this. These are going to be falling back, probably going to try and get themselves into this fight while trying to ignore this fight. Thunderer versus Thunderer, along with the Henry over here. We do see a radar coming out. The Des Moines and the Petro are going to be like doing the dance of death with each other quite shortly. The Petro is going to be farmed down by the Moscow and the Henry on the way out. These two aren't going to be able to catch up to them. The Summers here trying to get torpedoes across to prevent any sort of Des Moines incursion into the middle of the cap.
The bigger problem that the Des Moines has is that he can't make that move until that Thunderer is forced away. And he's also reversing into the torps of the Sommers. This could be a serious problem.
Shots
Never
out in the
mind,
broadside of the
Thunderer.
Petro from the Thunderer. Holy crap.
And Sky needs to go forward right now. Okay, he's in the clear for the moment.
Des Moines legendary module in action.
Petro's got 2 fires. He's burning badly, but the Sommers is the one with all the cap points.
Sky taking more hits. Petro being farmed down very slowly, very rapidly actually. He's currently on double fire. And he
Have
doesn't run fire
Syria
protections.
found the Petro counter on Moscow? Provided they can keep him spotted, that is. Okay.
That's the thing about keeping them spotted, is you can just keep them spotted with the Des Moines Hydro here.
Yes.
Thunderer about to take a top. Thunder takes a top. I would assume that those were spotted by the Des Moines earlier, but apparently not. Petro finally gonna... Oh, he's Damaconed?
Don't think it matters at this point.
Nah, there's a double fire, he's gone. More torps going towards the Des Moines.
Petro is finished.
Finally.
Yep.
Very, very
Right.
tanky ship.
Yes.
So let's have a look at this
Some
little
may
battle between the
say
Henry...
too tanky.
Hmm.
Looks like the... Okay. Now, the problem now is do... I haven't got the mod to tell me. Do SURCA win with one cap?
Currently, points are ticking in favour of CQR. CQR will win at
Very well.
7:15. Oh, yeah, 7:15 CQR win if things stay exactly as they are right now. But that's a very dead Henry. Henry just turned full
Ooh.
broadside in front of that Thunderer, tried to get his torps off, and was punished for it.
And
So
Skytech's also at risk from taking torps from the Summers.
that
He-
that is flipped things. Oh, Skytech.
He's okay. He's
Oh.
okay. He's in B. He's taking it. Now he has to rely on the Thunderer to keep CQR's third off him, while him and the two surviving cruisers on his team work down Lord Galahad.
Right, things stay as they stand. We should see a victory from CQR. So the onus is on CQR to make a play now.
Yes, they have to. Also, Moskva and Henri are now seeing the opportunity. They're pushing back into A.
Yep.
Not a lot CQR can do to stop them.
Told you this map was going to be carnage.
Yep.
Petro being whittled down with more fires, blows a Damacon. Little trouble, getting a little sniped at. But positionally, the only thing that's really interesting
Positionally,
right now is the Thunderer. The Thunderer brawl.
versus the third.
Yeah. Screw positioning, it's now just about who can be the better battleship. Who's going to win this one-on-one. Because this one-on-one has the potential to decide the game, because that means that whoever wins this gets to go up the back of the other fight.
If I was Jesuit, I'd go straight for the ram. Nothing fancy, just plow straight in at him because APO's got the health on you. You're not going to survive an extended fight.
So just leave that 1v1 to happen while we see what other things are happening. The Petropavlov's going to be working towards B, where there will be a Des Moines waiting for him.
Skytech is leaving instead of standing and fighting.
He's going for the shots on the Thunderer though. That's what he's trying to do, trying to win that fight.
Okay, Master Yoris, that's a risky move if you're going to commit to that.
I cannot recommend pushing a Des Moines and a Moskva. I cannot recommend this. This is going to go badly if you try it.
Oh, but Jesuit just lobbing a long-range salvo across the map into Wakapoy. It's missed, Master. Be very careful with your Moskva because these big Russian cruisers do not stop as quickly as you think they do.
He is trying to stop. They do see a radar coming out. They know exactly where each other are.
B. I'm confused why Skytech has given up.
Skytech's trying to win the fight between the two Thunderers.
He's not going to because that third's just
Petro
running.
shots into the back of him. Doesn't really do that much. The Thunderer brawl is about to come to a very, very rapid end. One way or the other. They're both burning quite heavily. That Thunderer has no fire prevention.
Interesting.
Battle ends in 5 minutes.
That Moskva's going to have to take a brave. Sorry, the Henri's going to have to take a brave pill at this point. He's in serious risk of basically sitting there and doing nothing.
Yeah, I'm trying to not miss what that charge eventually happens.
Yep, I will keep an eye on it. Jesuit is going to go down. They are. I think he's gotten to the point of I'm going to try and break his turrets. But that Petro's got him broadside. He's in serious trouble. That Des Moines not going to be able to take 30,000 health. There he goes. That could have decided it. I think Skytech's now got to go forward and round on that Petro and hope for the best. APOC is going to go for it. Looks like the Henri's going for the charge.
I mean, the Des Moines can kill both if they don't
He
take this
can.
perfectly. The Des Moines will just go shoot under the turrets, bum 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 bum, you're dead, bum 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 bum, you're dead afterwards. But the Henry has managed to get himself perfectly balanced. The Henry's just gonna go for the ram here.
I don't think he will. I think he's going to go for the torps. The question is, does he
That's.
try and AP the turrets?
I don't
or
think he
not?
needs to go for. I don't think he needs to go for the torps. I think he should. Oh, he needs to go for the torps. I've just looked at the rest of the map. Sky is going to die over
Yep.
there. The Petropavlovsk.
Yep, absolutely.
He needs to survive this now. So we do have two of the ships should be DPM and the crap out of his turrets right now. Sky does go down in the background. Can he get
Des
around
Moines-
the torps?
Is Des Moines giving too much angle?
3 torps
Okay.
in and he does
Okay,
down.
they got him, and they're getting the cap.
But now they need to get into B rapidly because they are going to be.
Is that Moskva? Is that? Oh, they have to hold the cap first and grab it as well. 3 minutes 19 to go. Do they win with one cap and them just sitting here?
Probably. Almost certainly, yes. If they get the cap, yeah, they should be on track to win. I'm not sure if the Summers and the Petro can get on top of them. The Petro does probably want to get himself towards B just to start YOLOing through and try and get in a range of something. That
2
Des
minutes
Moines,
50 to go.
that Des Moines needed to be able to do more on that trade there. I'm not sure if he lost his guns or just
I don't know.
potatoed, but he could have at least rammed one of the two of them.
Okay. Ooh, Master Yoris, what are you doing? These SURCA guys love to give broadsides at very awkward moments. As because that Petro can see him. I could have been a kill.
You got away with murder just there.
Yeah, Yoris, I'd suggest cashing in a lottery ticket right now, sir. And Apocal, why? Do they think do they think they've got enough time to just run?
I mean, points are
I'd
taken.
stand and fight.
The game,
'Cause-
they need 4 minutes 40 to get enough points to win. They need to throw a ship into A. They need to go all the way into A to block points. I think it might come down to how long can you block A for.
You mean C?
Yes. That's what I mean. More shots coming out on the semi-broadside Henry.
The Henri can get away with it. It's an Henri.
Where they're out.
But
Shots out from the Henry, just gonna light himself up. They do have shots onto the Summers at the front, I think. Summers is going to be smoking up the Petro.
yep. 1 minute 20 to go. They have thrown. The Henri did throw torps. Who knows? They could make a difference since they are charging at them, and I don't know if they've got Hydro on. Also, the fact that they're both going at the two cruisers, the Summers didn't take the chance to go north.
They have 1
And
minute
Cap
left
C
on the
for-
board. They need a kill. They need a kill. And they need it now. Because we're taking 2 points every 3 seconds. Then that's like what? That's 20.
Oh, Moskva. Moskva just needs to give his stern and run. Apocal is going to run aground though in the Henri.
Oh, that's not what you want to do. Does the Thunderer have range?
Looks like it,
But the
It
Thunderer
looks like
shot
it.
in the Moskva.
but
He
only
does
at
have one
Moskva.
more reload in during this battle.
Looks like it. Summers is going for the cap, but like I said, they don't need caps. They need kills.
I think they
15
need both
seconds.
kills. I think they need both kills at this point.
I don't think they're going to get it.
7, 6.
Ooh. And CQR
Ooh.
Summers took a talk. Just to add insult to injury.
Yeah. Oh, those shells were about to get the broadside of that Moskva there as well.
SURCA takes it by the skin of their teeth.
Yeah, that was a big upset as well. CQR, the favourites for this battle, going out to relative undergods, SURCA.
A few calls that SURCA made in that match I wouldn't have made myself. But in the end, they got further than we did, so
They
perhaps
did
they know
indeed,
something
so-
that we don't.
SURCA, set winner. SURCA will take the series 2-1.